are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Chico Sticks, Pickles, Jolly Ranchers, Mary Jane's, Pop Rocks, Lemon Heads. Should I go on? Bitter Honey, Freeze Cups, Candy Cigarettes. Listen, how about you make your way down to the modern-day Candy Lady and see all of this and more? Satisfy that sweet tooth Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Sight and Sound Candy and more. Follow us on IG at Sight and Sound Candy and on Facebook at Sight and Sound Candy. We are located at 1000 North Martin Luther King on the corner of Washington and MLK. Give us a call, 702-648-4444. Again, that number, 702-648-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
It's your man, Goose Thomas. What it is, people?
We got Mr. Bill Blockham Logan in the building today, and we got a special guest that is joining us in studio today, Mr. Albanese.
Ooh, wee. I just had a mouthful.
Okay, they're not a sponsor, but they are a special guest on the show. So
they are the best gummies in the whole wide world.
Yeah, so Mr. Albanese, world's best 12 flavor gummy bears, will be doing a quick interview today to let us know how they got started and how they really put together the ingredients.
2.2 pound bag.
Hey, we are in basketball free agency frenzy. And so we have a lot of noise to talk about today, man. A lot of basketball noise. We are going to hit every single free agent that went to a different team or stayed with a different team. And there is new money that's being handed out in the NBA. I remember back in the day when NBA was handing out money, you know, they were handing out 60, 70 million dollars like it was nothing. And then a couple of years later, then it went up to 100 million. And then when Kevin Garnett and Chris Webber got them big deals for 130, 140 million dollars, we was like, woo! And then we wake up 2022 on a Wednesday and see that the Joker signed damn near for $300 million, the same amount of money that A-Rod did when he went to the Yankees.
He went to Rangers. He got it first when he went to the Rangers.
So we got a lot of sports to talk about, man. I'm excited about it, man. I am a huge basketball free agency guy, and I've been all over the page with more activity in the past week than you've ever seen me over the past year. So we appreciate everybody chiming in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. Please download the Gorilla Cross app on your phone right now and follow the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio crew. And then if you are following us right now on Facebook, which is the hottest sports talk page on social media, please hit the share button and then go right post and then put in the post, please share, so that when someone else sees it, they can share the live feed, man. It's that simple, man, to help the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio crew get out there, man, and become bigger and better as we give you guys the best of sports talk radio, man. And also you can hit the share button and then start tagging everybody that is pop up with that blue send next to their name, man. Just send it, man. Sometimes people will just click on it and say, what's this? And may be intrigued by your guy, Dre Bailey, Goose Thomas, or Bill Blockham Logan. We appreciate everybody and giving us a little bit of time on this Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time as we give you guys the best of sports talk radio, man. LTBB every Tuesday at 6 p.m., every Saturday at 2 p.m. for I don't know how many years. Okay, but it is good to kind of let you guys know every single day, because sometimes you may forget. Life passes you by sometime, and you may forget. It is really hot outside. It's really hot here in Las Vegas, but we're used to it. We should be used to it. The walk from the car to any facility that you're going is going to be scorching. No need for sundresses, ladies. Them thighs rubbing up against each other may start a fire, and it is really it's musty weather out here in Vegas, because we have dry heat. It's not like the humidity somewhere like in Houston or Texas or Miami or something like that, but it's musty weather, so deodorant should be in full effect, preferably the white stick is what I would choose.
Please put on deodorant.
And sometimes people don't believe in deodorant because they don't want to put the chemicals and things in their body, and they believe in naturally healing.
They make natural.
Yeah, they make natural too, and so there's no excuse. No excuse.
It doesn't matter as long as you need deodorant. I mean, natural, chemical.
Yeah.
Put some deodorant on.
Yeah, and some of y'all still at home with that hot water bottle hanging from your tub
that needs
shower
to be done
rod.
Also.
And then we still got ladies who still going through that Young Johnson's and Johnson's powder all over your breasts and in between
powder.
them. Do people still use powder?
They better not.
Because look,
because it's been determined that it causes cancer.
Well, it also causes powder balls to form up under your arms and create little dingleberry, little dingleberries that look like
cocoons.
Yeah, well, they kind of look like that, yay, but it ain't. Like, dang, man, you got a whole 8-ball under your arm. So, it's rocked up too. It's not a good look. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We love giving y'all, us. We give it all to y'all, man. How y'all been this week? How's y'all week been?
Great.
Great.
Excellent.
Feeling good. Feeling great.
Yes.
How are you?
No
it's
complaints.
NBA free agency, baby.
Yeah.
No complaints, bro.
None.
Come on, man.
None. Quan, how you been?
I'm great. Bill, where's your mic sleeve?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
It's thievery of the mic sleeve.
It may be in the dryer, because our last radio show, them mics smelled like hot garbage.
They
Thank you, sir.
absolutely.
Yeah, we were on a network that
no one washed their mouths
You know what I'm gonna do, honestly, because you can take these off, right?
before.
So what I'm gonna do is when Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Studio, I think we all should purchase our own
Yes.
microphone cover, so it can be tailored to you.
Joint.
Your lips can touch it. It's yours.
I agree.
Take it off when you leave and do your thing.
I'm with
Put
you.
it in your pocket.
Put it in your
It's
pocket.
like a mask.
Yeah.
It's like a mask for a microphone.
Yeah. I'm with that.
Yeah. A shower cap
Yes.
of sorts.
A do-rag.
Yeah.
A do-rag. A do-rag for the mic.
A Trojan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think anybody on the live
Prophylactic.
I don't think anybody on the live has answered the question, ladies, because we want to make sure that you are engaged also, that we don't forget about you also. Okay. We know that you are going to put yourselves out there and make us not forget about you, but we want to make sure that we include you in the conversation that we have here at the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show. So do you guys still use the powder? How does that work? Because sometimes the powder can get, you squeeze it and it gets, in the lip crevices and things like that. Y'all ever dealt back in your dating days? You ever dealt with ladies who, took the clothes off and you thought it was Ashy Larry?
Yeah. What's
No,
happened?
no, not me personally.
Or maybe you just didn't notice, Billy. It's possible you didn't notice. Maybe I was just in the dark. No.
I got to see that thing.
Yeah. I didn't know.
I got to see that thing.
Look, I dealt with it so much in my life growing up, man. I just assumed that I loved 8-balls. And come to find out it wasn't a real 8-ball.
No,
it was
wasn't.
that young roll-up,
Yeah.
dry / moist
Cocoon.
powder ball.
Cocoon. You got cocoons under your arms, bro.
I would imagine a lot of women don't use powder anymore.
Okay.
There's so many more ways to keep yourself
Men
fresh
u-
and clean and smelling
Yeah,
good.
men used to use them also. They called them powder donuts. They I was at the store the other day and I just seen a whole aisle full of powder and I was like, I wonder if people still use this powder. Talcum powder. What was the talcum for?
It was like medicated.
Okay.
Talcum powder was like you could use it for like athlete's foot.
Mm.
You know what I mean? If you perspired a lot. You know what I mean? Throw that talcum powder on.
Now, I did use powder when we played flag football
Okay.
on those hot days on that turf.
Yeah.
They said
yeah,
put it in your
shoe.
cleats.
Oh, your cleats. Your shoes.
It would your feet, because I'm telling you, your feet,
Your feet would burn.
they would burn and get blisters on the bottom.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but if you, I would put it in my sock and then put some in my shoe,
Yeah.
and it actually
worked.
actually helped.
It helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll bring the temperature down about 15 degrees.
Yeah.
Still hot though.
Yeah.
Because if it's 105 outside, the turf is $140 for
Yeah.
sure. So it'll bring you down to about
$140.
Oh, no doubt.
Yes.
No question about it.
So I say that about the Heat because Las Vegas may be getting a baseball team here very soon.
Oh yeah.
The Oakland A's are just a
Oakland doesn't care about them.
CHIT show out in Oakland,
They don't
and
care about them.
no one cares about them. I think they had an attendance of 23 people at their last game, home game. And I want people to understand that if we end up getting the A's here in Las Vegas, it's still going to be hot out.
Yeah.
So we need you to go and support.
Most likely retractable.
That's going to be hard, though, man. Sitting in this type of sun, just sitting watching this baseball game. If you don't love it, you may not do it.
Yeah, most likely to be
I
a
don't- I
retractable roof though.
Yeah, I hope it is a retractable
Yeah.
roof. Now,
Yeah.
that would be dope.
Yeah. Just like they do in Arizona for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be retractable. AC, all that good stuff.
Bring the A's here.
Yeah, man.
Bring them here.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'll go to games, but still not going to be my home
It's
team,
not gonna be my squad.
right?
No.
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 But if the NBA has an expansion team, a brand new team that they bring here in Vegas, that's more than likely will be my home team because I don't have a basketball home team. So, hey, we appreciate everybody chiming in, giving everybody a chance to give us a call. And
Crystal Lynn
at
said,
702.
"Forget them. We need a basketball team."
Yeah, we did. We do need a basketball
We're
team.
gonna get it.
Give us a
We'll
call,
have both.
702-608-3259 at the top of the hour, 702-608-3259. We appreciate everybody for giving Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show some support. Follow Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. Let the Ball Bounce on IG, let the ball bounce at gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor of the show, like Serenity Funeral Home, located at 1140 Almond Tree Lane. That's off of Sahara Maryland Parkway. Nowhere else. And Sight and Sound, Candy and more. Located.
1000 North Martin Luther King.
Hey.
Sweet F. Pull up.
Pull up, man.
Get your sweet tooth handled.
Yeah, go get some of them young Chico sticks and things like that.
The
Hey,
mini ones and the big ones, bro.
NBA
But no
summer.
peach Jolly Ranchers.
No,
God.
Can't
God
find them.
dang it.
Can't find them. Can't find them, G. It's like a.
Do they have the peach Albanese, though?
It's like a.
No.
No,
Mango.
man. It's like finding Sasquatch. I don't know what's going on with the Peach Jolly Rancher, bro. Can't find them. Cannot find
I've
them,
been
bro.
seeing. I saw Sasquatch once.
Need you?
In the Gerson. He was in the Herbert G's.
That's that checks out.
Hey, Bill, he was
Yeah,
in the
checks out.
Herbert G's.
Yeah, that checks out, bro. Won't argue with you there. Won't argue with you there. Yeah, that checks out.
Hey, man, we love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for supporting Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. NBA Summer League is upon us. and we'll get into the trades in a minute. But NBA Summer League is here. They've already started in the Bay Area,
Yes.
I believe.
Yep, in Frisco.
Yeah, and big ups to my homegirl, my workout partner. She's a firefighter here, Krista Fales. Her son is playing with the Miami Heat Summer League team out of Fresno. So we're really hoping that he makes it to the league. And he actually came to a couple of my workouts at the park, man. We was out there working, with resistance bands and doing some sprints and all type of stuff, man. He was like, dang, I ain't realized these resistance bands was
Serious,
like
bro.
that hard.
Yeah,
Like
it's hard.
you can be out of shape. You can look like you're in shape, and then when you're working out with the resistance bands, you'd be like, man, I'm out of shape.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, continue to pour into your own body, man. We believe in health is wealth here at Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. As you notice, I have kept the weight off, and Goose is keeping his off, man. And it's just super dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Super dope.
Got to keep that weight off. G.
Yeah. How much water do you
Can't
drink
do it.
every day?
I drink-
Let everybody know.
I drink a gallon.
A
Minimum.
gallon.
Minimum a gallon a day. That's actually the key, man. If you didn't, especially for women, man, if you, like, a lot of women find it hard to lose weight, right? Oh, it's just so hard. It's just so difficult. Oh, my God. Start drinking water. You don't drink water. Drinking water is that's the key to weight loss. It truly is, man.
Also, it's bad carbs.
Yep.
If you can cut out the carbs in your diet, you will lose weight,
Yeah.
Yeah,
along with drinking water.
Yeah. That's what helped me.
That's why I lay off
Carbs.
that bread. I lay off the bread.
And that is a killer.
It's oh my God, bro.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, bro. I love everything bread, bro.
Yeah, me too. I like
It's
everything. Well,
difficult.
not really bread. I'm everything potato.
Yeah, I like the
Potato
That's
in
that's another
Yeah.
bad
Another
carb.
head.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
potato in the sun, potato au gratin, potato under the pillow,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
potato in the
Yeah, it
sock
But
drawer.
that's another
Don't
bad
matter.
carb, though.
It is.
It is.
So when I
But they
lost,
so good.
yeah,
So good,
when I lost my 80 pounds, I stopped all my carbs cold turkey.
man.
Cold turkey. The next day, I stopped my carbs.
I went to breakfast the other morning and I wanted some of those home fried
Oh,
breakfast
man.
potatoes so bad.
Boy,
But I said no, can't do it.
Boy.
Well, it's good. You cook them with the bell pepper and the onion like my granny used to
Yes.
do, and then let them sit in the skillet and get a little hard on.
Get a little crunch. Ooh, wee.
Now, sweet potatoes
They said it's supposed to be good for you.
is the alternative.
Yes.
A little bit better for you.
Yeah, but you know,
I mean, still a potato,
yeah,
but it's better for you.
it's
though.
better for you.
Yeah.
But I tend to lean more towards that Idaho
Yeah.
potato.
Idaho red.
Yes.
Yeah. Give me the Idaho red, bro.
Yeah. And fellas, do push-ups, please. Do push-ups.
Yeah.
Every day so that you don't have
Resistance training,
man
bro.
boobs like Omarion did on his verses the other night. Yeah, do push-ups every day, man. It kind of just strengthens that chest a little bit. Ladies may not tell you, when you take your shirt off and you're getting ready to do your thing, that, hey, I don't like your titters. They'll, or unless you men are still out there
Titters.
doing your thing with your t-shirt still on.
Well,
Titters?
Titters is what I call them.
don't talk about mine. I won't talk about yours.
Look, the
Titters.
Summer League is coming to Vegas, and shouts out to my son again for, I think this is 5th or 6th year being a ball boy for Summer League. But, we get a lot of Laker fans that always comes from L.A.
crazy.
to Vegas, and Vegas has a lot of Laker fans that really show up to Summer League in full gear. I'm talking
Ready.
about Kobe jersey, Kobe draws, Kobe
Ready to
socks, Kobe shoes.
Ready to go.
Kobe everything, just like ready to get subbed in at any moment.
No question.
Am I telling the truth?
Yes, you are.
And you can
No
do a
lies.
lot of business deals and make a lot of good relationships as you do if you were on the golf course. That is how Summer League is. You may be sitting next to, like I was sitting next to Michael Porter Jr.'s mom one summer watching him play. And he ended up getting the bag a couple years later.
And Lonnie Walker's, that was his dad, right, or uncle?
Yep.
We talked to them for a long time.
Crazy.
I forgot
The
about
whole
that.
game we were talking to them.
And that is why I'm a Lonnie Walker guy. Me and you became instant Lonnie Walker.
Like
We
that.
was already on Lonnie Walker, but
like
we
them
saw the
moves that you
potential in him. And now Lonnie Walker, speaking of Lonnie Walker, he is a Los Angeles Laker on a 1-year deal.
Yep.
I think it
like
was
him,
six. What is it?
6.5 million.
6.5 million.
Yeah.
That is just enough for him to buy that small house in South Central. That's how expensive LA is.
Yeah, just enough.
2-bedroom.
2-bedroom, bro.
2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Right there on Grape Street.
Keep it moving.
Where family
Where
from?
our family was. Yeah, right there on Grape Street.
Our family, Bill, Logan, and I family on my dad's side of the family. They called. We have a house on Grape Street. They called it the Big House, and it's been in the family for before I was born. Was it before you were born too?
Yeah.
And so we have.
Well, no, it was a little after.
Right after you were born.
I'm old, dude.
Right. But
64. So
64.
That's when I think they went over. Maybe a couple of years after they start going over to LA.
LA.
Yeah.
And we have like deep Grape Street roots. I didn't know that until I went to college at Long Beach State, and I ended up hooking up with some of my cousins, and they took me over to Grape Street, and I'm like, where we going? They was like, boy, we started this thing.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
Guess I'll open up the funeral home. We can start with the purple.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. So, man, the NBA Summer League is here, man, and the Lakers got a couple of serviceable guys. I thought it was for the amount of money that you guys could spend.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, again, I didn't want you guys to give up Malik Monk. But getting Lonnie Walker is good. You got Kendrick Nunn coming back. You ended up getting Jones from Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
And who else did you get?
And Jones had played for the Lakers on 2 10-day contracts before, and we all loved him and didn't want to let him go, but we didn't have a roster spot for him. So bringing him back is a good thing.
Right.
Troy Brown Jr., who doesn't get enough playing time, and I think could be a very good
and he's
3
a good
and D
defender
guy.
too. Yeah.
I'm not sure how his 3 is, but he's a defender.
He's a great defender, though.
And then one more dude, Lonnie Walker, and then someone else I like a lot, Toscano Anderson.
Toscano.
Who doesn't get enough playing time at Golden State. So we got a lot of people that don't get a lot of playing time that could be good if they get enough playing time. Yeah. So I personally think this is better than what we were grabbing last year. Like I know we'll still get some of those vets, but we got younger and better defensively.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I like Juan Toscano.
Yeah.
Just when
well, these are younger vets.
Yeah.
Which is
you needed to get younger.
Yeah, you definitely need to get younger.
And more defensive minded.
Yeah.
A lot more defensive minded.
No question about it. When the Warriors got rolling, Juan Toscano just couldn't find a spot in the rotation. He had been phased out. Once GP got going and the other kid, man. What's the young kid, man? Oh, why is his name escaping me right now?
Talking about Michigan?
Yeah. Once he got rolling.
Jordan Poole.
Yeah. Once Jordan Poole got rolling, it wasn't.
Yeah, and Clay came back,
it wasn't no action for him. So he's still a good ball player, man. He should, fit right in. Defensively, he'll help. So I'm interested in seeing the young crop of guys.
Yeah. Your boy
a little bit, so.
Lee signed a 1 year with the Phoenix Suns. Yep. So he's going to be able to get a little bit more playing time over in Phoenix too. Mm-hmm. And it seems like
Damian Lee went to Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yep.
1 year deal. Yeah.
1 year deal. Yeah. So let's just start around the league, and I'll start from the top, and we'll just give our quick synopsis real quick on if it was a good, and we'll rate it A through F.
Not soliloquies.
Synopsis.
Okay.
Just real quick, A to F. Real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, Darius Garland has agreed on a 5-year, $193 maximum designated rookie contract extension with the Cavs, and it could be worth up to $230 million. The Cavaliers have found he is the highest paid Cavalier ever.
Well, I was gonna say as he should be now, but Darius Garland's a hooper, bro. He's a baller, bro.
Is that an A? A to F?
That's an A for them.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah, he's a
For
hooper.
them,
What are they gonna do
absolutely
with
it's an A for them.
Sexton? No, he wants 20 mil
20.
per.
He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
But it's not like he was playing bad. He ended up just getting hurt.
They don't have any
Got
space
hurt.
for him.
Yeah.
Yikes.
No space right now.
And they just re-signed Rubio.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
And he's cheaper.
Yeah.
And a better decision maker. And I love Sexton.
Oh.
Everybody that we done talked right here about Colin Sexton. When he came out of Alabama, I liked him then. When Avery Johnson was their head coach at Alabama, I liked Colin Sexton then.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Colin Sexton, your feet stink, but I love you.
Yeah. Your feet stink. But you good though.
But you good though.
Who told him his
20
feet
million?
stink?
Hey.
Who said that?
20 million? Hey.
Who told him his feet stink?
Well, I'm just
Bill just made that.
Oh,
making it
bro. I was like, please, you do not want that type of.
He kind of talked about his decision making.
Yeah, I'm
but
trying
I love
to.
Colin
I'm trying
Sexton,
to.
though. Yeah.
If I'm choosing, give me Ricky Rubio. He makes better decisions, and he's cheaper.
Give me Sexton over Rubio.
And he's coming off an injury too, though.
Yeah, he is.
Rubio
I think he
resigns.
tore his knee up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rubio signs a 3-year,
18 million.
18 million.
Yep.
It's pretty cheap.
That's very cheap for a vet point guard.
And he's coming off ACL.
that annihilated the United States in the tournament. I
Yeah.
think people forget about that. When he was 16 years old, absolutely killed the U.S.
He's been playing professional since he's been 7. So.
right.
And the boy looked 15 when he was 3. So, I mean, all that facial hair, boy, if you don't get out of here, Tom Selleck built head. So, DeJounte Murray signs a deal with the Atlanta Hawks, man. That backcourt with him and Trae Young is going to be ridiculous.
Special. That allows Trae Young to actually play the 2 guard. DeJounte Murray, solid floor general, great defender, can give you 16, 17 a night, and now Trae Young doesn't have to bear that responsibility of scoring 30 and getting 10, 11, 12 assists a night.
He can do it.
He can do it.
Which is great.
He did it on a consistent basis.
And the fact that he can do it now from the 2 position just gives,
oh my God.
it's just,
that opens things up.
man, it's like having 2 players in one.
And they're able to keep John Collins. I didn't think John Collins would stay, honestly.
I didn't either, but circulating around Rumorville NBA, John Collins is not off the trading block.
Right.
You know,
for now they're able to keep him for now.
For now.
Yeah. So
A?
I mean, it should be interesting. DeJounte Murray, adding to that, it depends on if John Collins stays. For now, A.
Okay.
But if John Collins happens to get moved, it's gonna be a little tough, depending on what they get for him and where he goes.
We'll
see with that.
I like it. I'm gonna give it an A.
Yep.
What about you?
I give it A.
A?
Yeah, I give it A too.
Rudy Gobert. He was traded.
Go-Gurts?
Go-Gurt.
Mr. COVID-19 himself.
Jeez.
Touching everything and stuff. Man, keep your hands to
He was
yourself.
to blame. And
Yeah.
I thought that was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, that
but-
was a little
Man,
ridiculous.
for him to know that he had it and to do that was dumb.
No, he didn't
Yeah,
know.
but he didn't know.
He didn't know.
But then also, he
But,
didn't
like-
know how serious it was.
But for
either.
him to do it, though, if he knew or not, for him to do that,
yeah.
He didn't start COVID.
No, he didn't
no,
start.
I'm not
They
saying
blamed him for
that.
starting
No,
COVID.
he's
no,
saying
I'm
for
not
him
saying
to start touching
Yeah,
those
yeah,
stuff.
Like,
yeah,
come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
man.
I don't think he thought
Yeah,
it
you
was
play too
the.
much, bro.
I don't think he knew the severity. How about that?
Okay. Yeah.
He apologized once after.
Yeah, he apologized. He was like, well,
I don't think Donovan Mitchell.
not everybody put the scare tactics in him. Yeah, I didn't
Donovan
mean it.
Mitchell has not forgiven him.
He was traded. He was traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves,
Yes,
and
he
maybe
was.
this is why he was traded. Donovan Mitchell their relationship was a little different after that.
He's getting traded too.
Yeah. Miami Heat are looking at him, and we'll talk about that too. But how do you feel about him? Cat, number one. Cat over Minnesota getting a new deal, and now they have Rudy Gobert coming. They have 2 Twin Towers, and now this allows Cat to never step foot in the paint again, I guess.
Oh yeah, he's the 2 guard now. He's the 2 guard now.
Yeah,
and he couldn't wait.
That works out great for him
Oh yeah.
because he doesn't have to protect the rim.
No.
What about for that team? Is this a good pickup for their team?
I think it is. Yeah. I wouldn't give it a strong A. I'd say like a B.
Yeah,
A B plus,
a B maybe,
B minus.
For what they had to give up, and understand this is Alex Rodriguez's first time.
They're not winning a championship.
Being in that, executive owner role.
Yeah.
And if he had anything to do with this in giving up basically their future with 4 number 1 picks going to Utah for Rudy Gobert. Now, Rudy Gobert was important for the Utah Jazz, which is why he got maxed out for the Utah Jazz, right? So I have no problem with that. But to send him over for 4 first-round picks as if he's LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, or others, I thought was insane.
That was a lot. They did give up a lot.
But you have to understand a lot of teams don't really value future picks, especially if you can win now.
But we know.
I mean, and they went to the
Minnesota can't
playoffs,
win now.
and they went to the playoffs, so they feel like they can, with this move, they could probably win a playoff series.
And with Minnesota, the last 30 years, all they've done is have picks and not got past the first round.
Yes,
so they have to do something to try to improve that.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, that's a lot. It's still a lot.
But for Rudy Gobert, though, like that's I guess that's my point. For Rudy Gobert, though, like you could have threw 4 first-round picks at an overall better basketball player, is what I'm saying. And this is no shot. This is no knock on Rudy Gobert because I've praised him. I've had nothing but praise for him.
But you all right.
Your feet stink, but you the defensive player of the year. You see what I'm saying? Like, they could have threw picks at overall better basketball players.
Do you think that ups the trade value for someone like Donovan Mitchell now? Because if you got to trade for all that,
it has to.
Donovan Mitchell,
he'll require 10 if that's the case.
Utah's going to have a lot of draft picks coming up. They're going to look like OKC did a couple years ago with 30 draft picks.
Which is good because now look at OKC. They're really starting to build a young team. And if I'm looking at an NBA team as far as young and what they're doing with their picks and picking well and it really looks good for the future, I like OKC. I like that.
And I think the Rudy Gobert signing for Minnesota was probably a want for Cat because, like you said,
he wants to be the 2 guard.
He wants to be.
He's the 2 guard.
He wants to be able to free flow and play. He don't want to have to, especially on offense.
Absolutely.
So then when you have a dude down there that can, defend, that takes a lot of pressure off him on the defensive end.
Sure.
But on the offensive end, I can go to work now.
I can go to work.
I see that, but I think.
Hey, man.
And he's well. I see that. And Cat is, he does well on the perimeter.
Yeah.
But Goose, I know you're going to agree with me with this comment. He's more effective in the paint. He can move down there. He's agile. Take your game to the paint. Some of them threes are unnecessary, bruh.
Bro, he dubbed himself the best shooting big man of all time.
And he won the 3-point.
Better than Kevin Love?
Bro,
and he won the 3-point contest.
He won the 3-point contest.
Better than Kevin Love?
Hey, man, I'm not saying yay or nay. He dubbed himself the best shooting big man ever, bro.
I don't think he's a better perimeter shooter from long range than Kevin Love when Kevin Love's healthy. And big ups to Kevin Love, who just got married to the love of his life, his best friend.
I like Kevin Love on all 3 levels. Scoring the basketball as a big.
And passing.
And he can pass. Best shooting big man, I wouldn't necessarily go there. There's a guy named Patrick Ewing that kind of started that thing with extending all the way out to the 3-point line from my recollection. That's the first big that I saw shoot a 3. Patrick Ewing was the first big that I saw. I don't know if you have another guy in mind, Billy, somebody that you saw, Dre, somebody that you saw.
No.
But Patrick Ewing was the first guy I saw physically step out and shoot a 3-pointer. So I'm not like in this age of basketball where everybody shoots the 3. Okay,
David Robinson.
David Robinson did.
David Robinson. Did he step out on
He was
regularity?
15
now
footer.
and then.
He
Every
was
now
a
and then.
15-footer guy.
Yeah.
Pat was regularity, though.
But most of the time, like you said, he was pretty much mid-range.
Yeah, he was 15 and in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, David Robinson was 15 and in, but Pat stepped out and hoisted that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they got rid of Malik Beasley, and they got rid of some good key pieces. But I think Minnesota's on the right path.
Now, let me ask y'all this: what does that do? Because now you got 2 contracts, and Rudy Gobert literally just signed his deal, right? So he got what, like 3 years left on it?
I think so.
4 years left on it. So now you got him and Karl Anthony Towns
Tied up for
with
6,
200
7
plus million
Yeah,
for the next 5 years.
yeah.
What does that do for the young
Anthony?
fella for Anthony when it's time for him to sign his deal?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: Anthony's not gonna be there long.
He can't be. What you gonna do?
No, I'm telling you now. I don't care if Minnesota makes it out of the second round this year. That boy, Anthony Edwards, is the truth.
He's special, bro.
If he keeps his head level and straight and in the game and continues to work on his game like he said he would in the offseason, his game is going to be bigger than Minnesota.
And he just had a example of what not to do when you get on the same level of almost getting paid. So he needs to look at those examples.
Talk
Yeah.
about that. That sucks.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Malcolm Brogdon was basically traded from the Indiana Pacers to the Boston Celtics for Tice and 3 packs of Black and Miles and a lifetime subscription to Starbucks.
Oh my God.
And I thought that was a pretty good deal.
It's a great deal, bro. They actually have a point guard now that can direct traffic.
Larry Bird's still working for the damn Celtics.
Man, look, I wouldn't be surprised. But they actually have a point guard now, man, that can direct
That
traffic.
is a great
Marcus Smart
pickup.
can be a 3-and-D guy like we know him to be. And Danilo Gallinari.
A nice steal. Mid-level.
Boston will be back in the finals.
And they still have like
Boston will be back in the
$17 million
Yeah,
that
they still got
can
money to
work
spend.
with.
They still got money to spend. That's crazy.
I think that's a really good look. And honestly, they have a trade package along with some cash and maybe a pick or two to really aggressively go after Kevin Durant.
I mean,
I would definitely give up Brown to
And
the
real
Nets.
quick, Gobert, he signed through 25-26
there you go.
Yeah.
season. Anthony
So it got
Edwards
like-
is there through the 24-25 season.
Oh, he's
And then he's a restricted free agent in he restricted free agent in 2024.
So
But the money,
so
Tim-
after
Timberwolves
next
got
year he's
some
going to be
decisions
looking.
to make.
After next year,
a little bit of
they're
time.
going to be probably seeing if they can give him an extension.
yeah.
If I was him, I would wait.
I'd
never
wait.
know.
Oh, no, I'd wait.
The thing in the NBA is, you want to sign these dudes before they hit unrestricted
Right.
free agency.
Right.
So that's going to be the key.
And that's
Because
what
if
they've
they-
been doing with Zion and Ja and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah,
that
yeah.
that draft
Well,
class has been
yeah.
showing that.
Yeah, but it's the same 5-year, $193 million
Yeah.
deal. The rookie, what is it? The rookie exception or rookie? Yeah. So that could be worth $230.
Yep.
Right. They all
because
signed that.
Yeah, because if Minnesota knows that, or have in the back of their mind that they might lose him, you might as well go ahead and trade him, get some picks,
Yeah,
get some
something for him.
players, and then have the new team sign you.
Because he's valuable, bro.
Yeah.
Because they gave up Zach LaVine for a sack of potatoes, pretty much. Minnesota.
Oh yeah. 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 Well,
Some Idaho.
Idaho Reds. Idaho Reds.
As long as you turn them things into Five Guys fries, I'm good.
Man, oh my God, bro.
Zach LaVine has agreed to a 5-year, $215.2 million max contract with the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah. Smart for the Bulls, man. You don't let him get on the free agency market.
No.
You don't wrap him up. You don't let that happen.
Yeah.
Gary Payton III has agreed to a 3-year, $28 million deal with the Blazers.
Happy for him.
I'm happy for him, man.
Happy for him.
That boy's climb in and out of the league, trying to, make his stamp is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it, man, and I think he'll flourish over there up there with Dame, man, defensive specialist. I know he would agree with this. Need to work on his outside shooting a little bit, which I'm sure this summer he gets in the lab, man, and that improves tremendously for him. We already know his leaping ability is off the charts for him to be such, one of the shorter guys. He has tremendous leaping ability, and we know he picks up 94 feet, bro.
Yeah.
Not scared to get down and play some defense, man.
That's the key. That's the key.
Yep. So he'll be just fine, man.
Yeah.
When the report first came out about him getting, $15 million, I was like, he could get that.
Yeah.
I thought he could get that on the open market. No, $15 million is like nothing right now in today's NBA. So he ended up getting closer to 10. What was like 8.5 for per year, I think it comes out to, or whatever.
Yeah.
So he got closer to the 10 million mark, but I'm happy for him nonetheless, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of our guys, man. Hard to guard, man. Shout out DBs, man. We had him on the show last week, man, and we talked about GP for a little bit, man. And,
finally got DBs on the show, and he ended up being on the show when I was out of town. Ain't that something?
Finally got him on, man.
15 years in the making.
You're right.
Great job, DBs. Appreciate you. Ben Williams, a.k.a. Zion Williams. Ben
with all the powder.
He
sugar.
signs a 5-year rookie max contract extension with the New Orleans Pelicans worth up to $231 million for someone who has played a total of 50 games in 4 years. I'm trying to...
Hey, man.
He needs a nutritionalist. Now, me and Bill Logan have and will offer our mentoring services for Beignet Williamson over in New Orleans. And we don't even have to go out there. It can be via satellite. We charge, a small fee, 60 a piece, 60 per. Would come as a package, $120 for the year. And I don't think that is a bad look to help him realize that being able to say no to our guest here on the show, Mr. Albanese, while you're in season, is something that you kind of need to look at. You may want to look at the Joker, the way he came in a little sloppy here and there, and then he just really focused and dedicated everything towards being in better shape. What grade do you give this for the New Orleans Pelicans?
F.
I give it a B.
A B.
Because when he's healthy and when he's on the floor, he's their best player.
When has he been healthy?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Like I said, when he's healthy.
He hasn't had a healthy season at all.
Better than B.I.?
And if I'm looking at B.I., I'll be like, bruh, for real?
Yeah.
And you have to attribute a lot of that stuff to youth. He's still a kid.
But he needs
still
mentorship.
He still wants the Lay's chips with the dips,
bro.
There's a lot of kids in the league that aren't fat like that.
Yeah, but
he's
not fat.
But
he's not fat.
But
he's a big boned.
He's a big kid that can average 27. We've seen it.
Yeah, for 20 games a season.
Okay.
So hopefully, this contract is kind of the linchpin to him being, responsible for his being in shape.
So the CBA expires in 23-24.
Mm-hmm.
There's some crazy contracts with this, with what Kyrie, Ben Simmons, all these people. Do you see a lockout happening because these owners are not happy with what's going on?
I mean, they paying.
How are they not happy when they're paying?
They paying.
Well, because you have to pay to keep these guys. But something has to change with these guys. You're paying these guys, and then they don't ever play.
Incentives, and I think that
don't ever pay them to begin with. You have a choice as
owners
an owner,
created
bro.
this.
They've
created this.
You got a choice, man.
How many whatchamacallits you think he can buy with $231 million?
He can buy the company.
How much are they each?
He can buy the company.
$139.
He can just come in with some cash. Hey man, I want the whatchamacallit company.
Whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallits, man.
You can have it, Mr. Williamson.
Who owns whatchamacallit?
Ain't it Mars?
Is it Nestle's?
I think it's whatchamacallit them.
Ain't it Mars?
Whatchamacallit them. I think the owners helped create this.
Yes, they have.
They helped create a monster, right?
Yeah.
If you are Benyai Williamson and you've played a total of 50 games and they still gave you $230 million, what is your incentive to really get in shape?
It's on them, and it's really
It has to start within.
Yep.
That
You're
is
right.
why Bill Logan and I, with Bill and Dre Associates mentorship program, will charge $120,000 to help mentor Benyai. I think that's a fair price.
And the thing about it is he likes to eat. Evidently, he likes to eat. He's a country kid. He likes to eat. But there are some you can still eat. It's just the things that you eat is the problem.
Bulk,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
not the amount, but the
Yeah.
bulk
Yeah.
of what you're eating.
Yeah.
Zion has played a total of 85 games in 3 seasons. He's barely played a full season in 3. Didn't play it all last year, and they got paid this year.
I can't tell because he got paid,
He got paid.
just a shade under what Joker got paid, and he
got
was
paid
been
like the best
MVP.
worker, right?
Yeah,
He got paid like the best worker.
And a lot of him being out was because of the organization. They could have threw him back out there, but they was like, let's just hold off.
Yeah.
You know, they could have threw him back out there last year, but why?
Look, man.
Just go ahead and give him the season off. We're okay. We went to the playoffs, and you know,
Ownership really has nothing to complain about. And I'm gonna tell you why.
nothing.
preach.
The TV deal just came down once again. The salary cap just went up another $13 million, right?
And I think they have a new TV deal before the CBA. I think the new TV deal comes soon, like in the next year or
it's
two.
coming up.
Yeah.
Salary cap just went up $13 million, which in today's money is not even a lot. It's not even a lot. The owners are going to split another, I don't know, $5 billion, $10 billion, whatever it is that they're gonna split. So these owners are getting paid, bro. So for your salary cap to go up $13 million, again, what does ownership have to complain about when the minimum value of a team right now in the NBA is what like 1.5 billion, 1.6 billion, something like that? That's the lowest on the totem pole as far as ownership, as far as team worth. You shelling out what is it, 126? I could be wrong on that as far as the dollar amount is concerned per year. But your franchise is worth $1.6 billion, bro.
And the current TV deal ends in 2025. It's about $24 billion a year. I mean, $24 billion.
That all the owners are splitting.
And they want $75 billion for the next.
Oh,
And they'll get it.
oh, so ownership can beg for more money.
Well, the NBA is asking, which is owners,
Yes.
is asking for more money from Turner and ESPN. $75 million.
Oh, you don't
compared
say.
to the 24 that they have
don't say.
for this
And they'll
contract.
get it.
And they'll get it because the NBA is fantastic, and we know that they're gonna sell
$75 billion.
$75 billion,
So
and
we're-
we're complaining about $126 million.
We're a couple years
salary
away
cap?
from $500 million contracts in the NBA for players.
Come on.
For a player that won't play a $500 million contract.
Now, while I understand that,
again, the owners
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're making their money.
they
too.
making their money
because
hand over fist.
they're actually some of these owners are actually making a call to shut players down too.
Yes.
We have to look at it that way
Yes,
as well.
Absolutely,
Yes.
no
You
doubt,
know.
no doubt.
Trying to blackball.
Yeah.
And we'll
well,
get into
what I'm
that.
just saying, their thinking is saving their investment.
Yes.
But then the fans are like, man, how come we're not seeing this guy?
Right.
And this is my thing. If I am in New Orleans and I'm a huge Beignet Williamson fan.
I don't know why that's so
That is the
funny.
best. It's the best.
Well, I'm just saying
It's the best.
and I'm
Beignet
a
Williamson.
huge fan. And he doesn't play that day. They should really offer the entire stadium like free beignets. Do some type of marketing out of. I
say alligator skewers better over the beignets.
I've never had
Never had
alligator. I'm
You've
good.
Never had alligator?
No, I'm
before?
good.
Oh boy,
Tastes like chicken.
No.
it really does. A better version.
I stay away from food that tastes like chicken.
It's so good, bro.
If it ain't chicken, I'm staying away from it.
It's
That's
really
the go.
good.
That's the
It's really-
go-to word.
It's really good.
That's
though.
the go-to
Seriously.
Here,
word.
eat this, man. Tastes like chicken.
These are frog legs. Taste like chicken, man. Just give me
I'll
the
pass.
chicken.
Do it grilled though.
I'll pass.
Grill alligator.
No, I'm not doing
It's really
nothing.
good,
Nothing.
bro.
The frog legs taste like
No,
chicken. Well,
I'm
just
not-
give me the chicken.
No, I'm good. If it tastes like chicken,
Give me
then
that
I'll just
hand.
have the chicken, please.
Yeah.
John Morant and the Grizzlies have agreed to a 5-year, $193 million rookie
deal.
max extension that could be worth up to $231.
Absolutely. You lock
Great.
up. You lock up your best player.
You lock him up.
Lock him up. He's your best player.
I just want to shoot, our mentor company, Bill and Bailey Associates.
B&B.
Yo, we got.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to throw a little mentorship, something at John Morant. Settle down, young fella. I get it. Right? Settle down just a tad bit. Right? And remember that you're in the NBA. This isn't a gang. Right? It's still a business.
Yeah.
Right? So let's try to get another contract after this. Don't ruin it during this piece. Okay? So just stay humble a little bit.
Just a tad.
I understand. $193 million.
money.
I don't have that amount of money. I'm pretty sure that I would go a little crazy, but if I did get it at my age, I would like to think that a little humbleness would come with it. And so, as a mentor, I would like to give you that small advice. To all of you. Act like we've been here just a little bit and use this generational wealth to create more generational wealth for our families and for the community. Okay? So, Bill and Bailey Associates will be taking calls here pretty soon.
And what I would tell him is
Go
this.
ahead. Let's go.
We know you're an explosive young man.
Mm-hmm.
We know it.
Very much so.
But you have to learn how to balance that out
Hone it in.
with
Hone it in.
being smarter on the court where you're not going to injure yourself by being so explosive, because that can happen. Take a look at some old Jordan film.
Or Derrick Rose.
D Rose. Learn from D Rose. Man, you want to learn from
Just as
anybody.
explosive as you were.
Yeah, no question.
Or are.
Probably, some would argue more explosive.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose, I'm talking about.
Well,
Some would argue.
I don't know. I
Derrick
think
Rose
it's pretty
was-
much.
Derrick Rose
I
was-
think it's pretty much around the same.
Around the same.
But- But my thing is, you cannot last in this league for 2 more years trying to be so explosive and dunking on. So learn how to get to your spot, use your jumper, use your explosiveness.
Which he's gotten better at.
Yeah.
The jumper
Yeah.
aspect of things.
Use your
Gotten
explosiveness when it's needed.
Yeah.
But other than that, you got to be a smarter player so you can stay on the court.
Sure.
And like you said, Drake, get another contract.
That's it. Get another contract.
Because if you start tearing knees up, look at
Not gonna
Derrick
be
Rose.
good.
Derrick
Not gonna be
Rose
good.
should be your
Yeah,
example.
That's your,
Yes.
That should be your focal.
Yeah. Your go-to.
That should be your go-to. Right there.
Just to give you an insight of what Karl Anthony Towns has agreed to, a 4-year, $224 million Supermax extension with the Timberwolves. Andre Drummond is signing a 2-year, $6.6 million deal with the Bulls.
Yep.
It's pretty solid.
Good pickup.
Good pickup.
Center.
Yeah. DeLon Wright is headed to the Wizards on a 2-year, $16 million deal from Atlanta. Kyle Anderson is signing a 2-year, $18 million deal with the Timberwolves. So Timberwolves kind of loading up over there, man.
They'll be okay.
Yeah.
They'll be okay for the near future.
Yeah. JaVale McGee has agreed to a 3-year, $20.1 million deal with the Mavericks. It's a good look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's especially now with who's that went over from Houston?
From Houston,
Woods.
Christian Woods.
I think that's big for them because that's what they were missing.
Yep.
They were missing a rim protector. Now they got 2.
Yeah.
And one of them can now offensively extend.
They lost Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
But Luka does a lot of
Luka's
the ball handling anyway. So I kind of feel like he
Yeah.
was a little expendable a little bit.
Yeah.
And go ahead and get your money, young man. Your dad's an assistant over in New York.
Yeah, he earned
Go over
it.
there where you
He
at.
earned it.
Lonnie Walker and the Lakers have agreed to a $6.5 million deal for 1 year. Patty Mills is returning to the Nets on a 2-year, $14.5 million deal. Marvin Bagley, the third, has reached a 3-year, $37 million deal with the Pistons. I think this is a huge thing for Marvin Bagley the third because y'all's favorite coach that y'all got rid of didn't play him. He wasn't playing in Sacramento. He was a little disgruntled, and then they ended up trading him last year in the middle of the year so he can get a little bit of run for Pistons, and that little bit turned into 3 years, $37 million.
Yeah, and the Pistons, they got some young talent over there.
Yeah, they
now,
do.
Man. They I mean, they're still not going to be good, but we'll see flashes.
Yeah.
I'll be paying attention to the Detroit Pistons on League Pass this year. How about that?
Yeah, me too.
I'll be watching them.
Me too.
Yeah.
Suns and Devin Booker finalizing a 4-year, $214 million Supermax contract extension. Bobby Portis is returning to the Bucks on a 4-year, $49 million deal, and I think the fact that he bet on himself, he didn't have really big numbers last year. The Bucks are rewarding him for taking that, that step back to reward him with a bigger contract.
Absolutely.
So this is something that he's been wanting anyway, and he likes it. He likes it in Milwaukee.
Because when we saw the 2-year, $10 million, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
He's a solid bench player.
Yeah.
Solid.
Period.
Solid.
That's it.
No question.
That's it.
He's going to rebound. He's going to hit shot. He's going to defend.
Yeah.
That's all you want.
That's
Reward
all you
him.
need.
Yep.
Reward him.
Reward him.
Especially when he took a little less to stay with your team last year.
Little.
Because a lot of other teams were
crazy.
trying to give him big money, and he stayed.
And he stayed.
And that's how you reward your
He
people.
rocked with you.
Kind of like what Udonis Haslam now. I know that's my guy in real life. That's my guy. Good guy. Udonis Haslam is paying his 20th year with the Miami Heat, and he signed another deal with the Miami Heat. But people don't remember when LeBron James had decided not to go back to Miami, he had opted out of the money that he was going to get from Miami, and it really messed his money up. And I think that Miami is trying to make it right with him in that aspect. So kudos to him on that one. That's just a little inside something right there.
Keeping him on the payroll.
Keeping him on the payroll. And he's a good locker guy. And, he's going to keep them. He's going to keep them guys in check.
Keep him level, yeah.
Why don't they make him a coach?
I'm pretty sure he will.
And give that roster spot to somebody who could possibly help you.
I mean, how much they giving him? How much you think they giving him?
So go ahead and make him a
$1 million,
coach.
$1 million, $2 million,
Probably a little
maybe?
more.
Probably a
3.
little more veteran, just some veteran love.
Go
$2
ahead
million.
and make him a coach, and then give that roster spot to someone.
I think they will after this year.
I think after this year, they'll do it.
They will. Malik Monk has agreed to a 2-year, $19 million deal with the Kangs up in Sacramento.
Which is about probably what he would have signed with the Lakers.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to get $20 million.
No.
I don't know where that even came from.
But why
he
Lakers
was
didn't
never
do
going
it?
to get $20 million.
Well, you got to start high.
Yeah. Oh, of course. No doubt.
He played well.
He played really well.
And
He played
then
great.
when you
He
start
played great.
seeing exactly what the numbers
what
fall
the market
at,
is calling
you know what?
for.
Let me go ahead and take that one. Let me go ahead and take that one.
Bring it on in real quick.
We'll go ahead and take that one.
Yeah. I mean, Malik Monk, like you said, man, played very, very well. But like we mentioned earlier,
on one side of the floor.
Exactly. But as you mentioned earlier, we got a lot of young guys that came into LA, and the Lakers got better defensively, which Malik Monk could not help out with. So in that aspect, the Lakers made the right decision in that area.
Interesting.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker is finalizing a 3-year deal worth $33.2 million with the Philadelphia 76ers. I think that's a great glue guy.
That's gigantic for them.
He left Miami.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I didn't think he'd leave Miami.
I didn't
Honestly,
think he would either.
I didn't think he would. But at 37 years old to get that much money, yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah, I'll take it. 3 years, he'll play till he's 40. He'll be done after that.
Yep, he'll be done.
Bradley Beal has agreed to a 5-year, $251 million maximum contract to stay with the Washington Bullets.
God bless him. He earned every penny by being loyal
Bullets?
to that team.
It's the Wizards.
When loyalty actually rewards you.
Yeah.
And we talking about Bradley Beal and my man for the Bucks that just re-signed.
Portis.
Bobby Portis. When loyalty in professional sports actually works out. Now this is 2 situations out of thousands, but it actually hit. It actually worked out for both guys. Now Bradley Beal, he's been a loyal guy to that organization. I mean, for the Washington Wizards to be as putrid as they have been, and to have a guy of Bradley Beal's caliber say, you know what, I'm sticking it out with y'all.
They're not going to win any chips.
They're not going to win.
I can't read a crystal ball.
No.
But right now, I think this is a great opportunity for him to just money grab.
Yeah.
And maybe
Absolutely.
after this 5 years, he may go to another team and have some meaningful minutes on the championship team.
We've already seen players could get the max contract and then demand a trade.
Yep.
So
a year into it,
it doesn't matter anymore. And I think he sees that.
Yeah.
Just going off of his history, though,
He ain't going nowhere.
I don't think he's that guy. I could be wrong. But looking at him and what he's done, his track record doesn't show me that.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Absolutely not. I'm just looking at it right now at face
Because when
value.
you're 10 and 51,
Yikes.
you know what, man? I'm trying to get up out of here.
All right. But,
You know what I'm
but then
saying?
you got to think, okay, like Bradley Beal's a great player, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not Kevin Durant. Right? So who's going to say, yeah, let me unload 5 draft picks for Bradley Beal, who's coming with $55 million a year? We got to look at it that way, too. And I love Bradley Beal. We love Bradley
Your
Beal.
feet stink,
We love him. But I'm not going to unload my
but I love
future
ya.
or potential future
But if
for
he,
you.
but if he can be that third star on the team, a star that has 2, and maybe be that third star on the team, you know, I'd say, hey, a lot of teams would do it. And he's still young. He's still a young guy.
Oh, you're still young.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Yeah.
Victor Oladipo.
Oh, real quick before you go to that, shout out to our guy Mike Patton, man, out there in Nashville, Tennessee.
Mike Patton, man.
Shout out. He says Brad Beal, Kyle Kuzma, and Kristaps Porzingis as a big 3.
Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma's a little too bipolar. You don't know what game you're going to get from him.
You don't.
Still.
Or outfit.
Still.
Yeah. A little tough.
I can't consider Kyle Kuzma as a big 3.
What are we considering that big 3 to do? Just being a big 3?
Look,
Let him be a big 3. But they ain't about to do
They
that.
ain't about to do Nathan.
I don't. Eastern Conference 7th seed, maybe.
I don't even see that, bro.
That's about as far as I can take them.
I say 9th seed at best.
But you're asking a lot for somebody like Kristaps Porzingis to be healthy as well. And is Kyle Kuzma buying in like that?
Is this the same Kristaps I was saying y'all the Mavericks should have traded like 3 years ago?
Same guy. There's no other guy named Kristaps in the league.
Oh man,
Might be the only guy named Kristaps.
I mean, it could be a big 3 somewhat
For the Washington area.
for the Washington Chocolate City
For
area.
the Chocolate City area.
Hey,
But as far as like
Yeah,
winning championships, even trying to be a playoff contender,
nah, bro.
no.
East is too.
They gonna have to show
bulky
me.
right
yeah,
now.
I gotta be shown. And
Show me.
And I'm a Kuzma guy. I've been on
Show
record.
me what I gotta do.
You know, showing love for Kyle, but
Yeah,
it's not. Nah, I can't.
No.
I can't.
Victor Oladipo is signing a 1-year, $11 million to return to Miami. I think that's a good deal.
It's a good look.
Good look for him, showing that he was getting back to his old self a little bit in the playoffs. And Miami, he kind of recognized that a little bit. And, I'm pulling for Oladipo because when he opted out, and he left Houston, he was about to get big money, and he got hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's ever going to be offered that amount of money again. So I see the rest of his career on $1-2 million, 1-2 year deals until he retires. I just don't see nobody, unless he just blows my mind. I can't see anybody offer him a $4 or $5 million, $130 million.
Just based on how catastrophic that injury was to a guy that at the time was kind of drifting backwards. I don't think. Now he showed you flashes this past season.
Yeah.
Especially in the playoffs. I mean, he showed you flashes of what he can do. But do you trust that? Giving him even a 3-year deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you trust it?
It's 1 or 2 years from here on out.
At face value right now, the answer is no.
Yeah.
Look, you got a dude that's one of the best players in the league who they don't even want to give it. Seems like they don't even want to give a contract to.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we have to once again go into your say unrealistic expectations. Let's start teetering on the realistic instead of the unrealistic.
Yeah. I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Nikolai Jokic has agreed to a 5-year, $264 million super max with the Denver Nuggets. Now, the Denver Nuggets may be cooking with grease this coming up season. They got Murray coming back. They got Porter Jr. coming back. Yep. They got a couple of guys over there now in trades that will help that team. No excuses. This championship a bust for them.
No excuses. Joker is obviously the main piece, but getting Jamal Murray back, I think, is gigantic for them. If he can stay healthy, they got a chance.
Yeah.
They got a shot. They really, truly do. And this might be the only window that they have.
That's what I'm saying.
But they have it nonetheless.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real interesting in the Western Conference this year, to say the least.
Jalen Brunson intends to sign a 4-year, $110 million deal with the Knicks.
I like it. He earned it.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson was going to get paid, bro. Yeah. Somebody was going to give it to him. And,
what's that do for the Knicks?
It just keeps them the Knicks.
It just keeps them the Knicks. James Dolan is horrific, and we all know that.
It's tragic.
But this is more for Jalen Brunson. I'm happy for him getting his money, and they got Mitchell Robinson coming back on. I think it was a steal deal. I think it was a 4-year. I think it's 4 years, $60 million for Mitchell Robinson. I think he could have got a lot more on the open market, bro. I really do. I think dude is that good that he could have, and probably for a possible contender, I think he could have got that. I honestly think he could have got that.
Well, the Knicks they traded Kemba Walker to the Detroit Pistons. He's supposed to be finalizing a contract buyout. Where do you see Kemba Walker landing, and what team needs a serviceable point guard? I still think he can put the ball in the hoop.
I mean, with the type of point guard he is, he's not the type of point guard that's going to be.
He's not going direct
helping you out and helping you out and helping him out. He's pretty much a
bucket getter,
low level a low level, can we say, Kyrie Irving that wants to score more than facilitate.
Yeah.
No, I'll go with
that. So you look at his game and it's like, okay, it'll be a nice little add to your team because he can score, but I don't think it puts you at the at a,
Is
at a
this
top
somebody
level.
that the Lakers could go after coming off the bench?
No.
Interesting.
No. Lakers will go after an actual facilitating point guard if they were to do that.
Interesting.
And I don't think.
Got enough point guards. Right?
Yeah, he's not.
If none play.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just to throw this in there, the Nuggets did trade away Monte Morris and Will Barton, which are two great scorers for that team, to the Wizards, which is helping that Wizard team out. So, looking at that overall, they may be a 7th or 8th seed. I see that now with them two.
I think they're a playoff team, bro.
Yeah.
I do.
But the Wizards, Denver did pick up, which is, some defensive players, Contavious Caldwell-Pope and Ish Smith, your guy.
Love Ish, man. It's my dude. Oh, Ish.
Yeah. The Knicks got rid of Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks to the Pistons. So, like you said, the Pistons are going to be somebody to watch.
They're going to be somebody to watch for sure. I mean, they're not going to win anything. Let's pause on
Let's
that.
hone it down.
Tone it down. They're not going to win anything. But a team to really watch and look at development and maturation over the period of 82 games, absolutely.
Yeah.
No question about it.
John Wall signs a 2-year deal with the Clippers for cheap. I think it was 13, 14 million.
Like 13.5 million for 2 years. Yep.
That's good for the Clippers. And Zubac did a 3-year, $33 million extension.
Cheap.
With the Clippers also, man.
Yep. Zubac is a serviceable dude that's a solid defender, solid rebounder, and can score.
Yeah.
So to get him for $11 million a year, bro, it's pretty good. Because he probably could have got bigger money on the open market as well.
Yeah. Well, we get to this point of the show where we talk about the men of the hour. And so the men of the hour is KD and Kyrie.
Oh, boy.
Kevin Durant has requested a trade out of Brooklyn. And the team seems to be actively trying to move their player that opted in, Kyrie Irving. They want to try to rid themselves of these two guys and kind of start fresh. Where do you see either one of these players going? And how does this look for a Kevin Durant's PR? Like,
I don't think it does much. He came over expecting one thing and he got something totally different.
But wasn't he a part of asking for some of those players that they got over there?
Oh, absolutely. You can't. He has to take his responsibility of it. He wanted to be there, right? But on the flip side, if another grown man tell you, "Hey, this is what I want to do, and I want you to be a part of it," and you make yourself available to be a part of it, and they don't hold up their end of the bargain, what are you to do as a man?
Okay, so who are we talking about?
We're talking about James Harden. That's who we're talking about mainly. Now, Kyrie's situation, I mean, you can nitpick at it as far as, COVID is concerned and all of that stuff, but we talking about James Harden, somebody that pushed his way out of 2 different spots in the same year. He did it twice. So if he didn't show you who he was the first time, the second time, I got to believe you. I got to believe this is who you are now. And Kevin Durant has to take responsibility for wanting to be a part of that. Now, he can also then turn his anger or disdain toward James Harden for saying, "Hey, man, I wanted to be alongside you. We had our chance in OKC. It didn't work out because they wouldn't give you an extra $2 million. We all know that situation with Sam Presti, right? We older, we more mature basketball players now. We got a chance to do something because before that season, everybody was talking about the Nets winning the championship.
Yep.
Right? Like it was like a foregone conclusion damn near. And we sat here at the desk and we didn't totally disagree with it. Obviously, we named other teams that would be in the mix, but we didn't totally disagree with it just because the way they were constructed.
Well, you got a lot of people who thinks that KD looks bad. You know, it's your fault. Why would you sign an extension with the team and then 1 year into that extension decide you don't want to be there anymore?
Yeah.
Nobody forced you to sign an extension. You could have made this decision a year ago.
Right. But that just goes back to my point. When you have somebody that says, hey, man, this is what I want to do and I want you to be a part of this thing, I'm agreeing to it, and they force their way out, you just gonna leave me hang? Like, what's the deal? You know what I mean?
So it's James, you know.
And some people could say James Harden did what he did
in Houston
because of Kyrie, though. Some people can say that. We don't fully know, outside of the COVID stuff, we don't fully know what was going on in Kyrie's mind. We don't. So we can sit here and speculate all we want. We don't really know what was going on in that man's head. Now, he just opted into $36.5 million. That's still up in the air because they talking about getting rid of him on the expiring contract now. We don't know what's going on, bro. Like, this is a real head scratcher for me. This net situation, a real live head scratcher. And I'm not mad at Kevin Durant for one out of it. I'm not.
Well, for me, I'm looking at it like this, totally different from away from what other people say.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant wants to play with Kyrie.
Sure.
He opted in, but the team is really showing that they want to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you stay there?
Right. Yeah.
So if you're not going to sign the player that I'm telling you that I want to play with, I want out too.
I want out.
All that other stuff that people are trying to blame, Kyrie and KD about, dude, they really only played 1 year together.
Yeah.
Because when he signed, KD didn't play that whole season.
Nope. He was recovering from the Achilles
The
snap.
second year, KD dang near took them to the finals by himself.
Sure
he wasn't
did.
for his toe.
One toe
away from beating the Bucks.
I think people bypass that, bro.
Yeah.
People bypass that.
Okay. And Kyrie, if he had not gotten hurt, we can play the if game on this one.
Sure.
If he had not gotten hurt in that Milwaukee series, they were beating Milwaukee.
I mean, had Kyrie not gotten hurt
So-
in the Golden State series,
so-
Golden State wouldn't have their first ring.
So-
Let's be one thou wow.
Yeah. Well,
Along with
I'm
other
just
things.
talking. I'm just talking recent.
Yeah,
I'm just talking
sure,
recent.
Sure.
So, you fast forward to this year.
Mm.
They made these. They made the city of New York made this. The state of New York. They made this big mandate that you cannot enter buildings if you're not vaccinated.
Right.
Well, this man had a right not to be vaccinated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like a lot of other players in the NBA who didn't want to get vaccinated for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But Kyrie had that same right.
Sure.
But everybody is trying to make it seem like Kyrie was the only one who, in the league
Which
who
we
didn't
know
want
he
to.
wasn't.
Yeah, and
Which
he
we know
wasn't.
He wasn't.
And that was that man's right. And I supported him. And you know who else supported him? KD.
Yeah, absolutely.
KD said when
Almost
that man
to a fault.
Yes.
He did it almost to a fault.
KD supported that man's decision
Sure he did.
on not wanting to put something in his body
Sure he did.
that he did not want to put in his body.
Absolutely.
His body, his choice.
Yes.
There you go.
So, what did the Nets do? Okay, since you don't want to play, we're going to tell you can't even play in away games. Why would you do that with one of your best players? But okay.
That was dumb.
And what did Kyrie say? He didn't fight it. He said, okay,
All right.
cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, y'all going to fine me too? Cool. I'll pay the fine.
Yeah.
Then, towards playoff positioning, you can come back and play in away games.
Right. Yeah.
And what did he say?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be there for my team.
The Nets brass cannot be held unaccountable for this.
I'll be there for my
They
team.
can't.
I'll play in the away games.
Yeah. Nets
To
brass
help my team.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Yeah, they can't be blameless
He had a
for this.
50-point game when he came back too. In
Sure.
one of those games.
Sure.
Okay, so then the mandate is dropped. So now he can play in all the games.
Right.
But by that time,
it was all bad.
the team doesn't have a playoff chemistry together.
Nope.
So we're gonna blame KD and Kyrie for really not even playing together for seasons.
Sure.
And they got swept.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people are like you say, people are bypassing a lot of things that you got to look at.
Right.
And you have to look at, dude. And then now you have the ownership talking about we're tired of Kyrie and Kyrie. Okay, well, get rid of me then.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. Again,
how are y'all? How
y'all look?
How y'all look?
How y'all look
because
right
at the
now?
end of the day, you guys told me I couldn't play.
Right.
And then turn around and said I can play.
Right.
Those are some hypocrites to me.
Right. Yeah, they ultimately made that decision for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Until they found it convenient to bring him back on what seemed like technicalities. Like, it was weird, bro. But yeah, the Nets brass cannot be blameless for this.
No.
They cannot slide under the radar.
These dudes didn't play together for 3 years, and since they've been in New Jersey, they played one season together.
Right. I still call them the New Jersey Nets too, bro. Like I think of the Izod Center.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember the Izod Center.
My opinion is I think that KD just doesn't want to be there anymore, regardless of what Kyrie got going on or the Nets. I
think it's linked to Kyrie. I think it is. He wants to play with Kyrie. He said it.
Yeah, he do. Right. But
if the team is not making no commitment,
I think he's done. I think he wants to be in a atmosphere where it's drama free, and he wants to just be able to put a suit on and come and hoop. That's what I believe. That's going on with KD, and I'm gonna stick to what Goose and I have been saying for years. The Nets are where players, where careers go to die.
Man. It's not even Orlando anymore.
Been saying that for 5-6 years.
Tough, man.
But I have a question for you guys. Kobe requested a trade in 08.
Yep. Wasn't mad at him when he did it.
They had a trade ready for the Bulls. And then he looked at it and he's like, wait, you're trading everyone I want to play with for me.
Right. Like,
the same thing is going to happen with KD. And that's why he might end up staying in Brooklyn, because any team they trade him to, he's going to look at that like, wait, I'm getting traded for everybody on the team. So this team's going to be worse than where I'm at right now.
And that's one thing he has to look at.
Sure.
He still has 4 years left on that contract. They don't have to trade him.
They don't have to.
You've said that multiple times. And they have to give up their whole team to get him.
Well, we just saw the Utah Jazz or the Minnesota Timberwolves literally give up their potential future for Rudy Gobert. I've sat here and advocated for Rudy Gobert before. Defensive player of the year, best defender on that team, rebounder, all of that.
Blocks.
All of that. But was he worth – he literally just got traded for 5 starters and 3 rotation guys.
Well, let's just say this.
Dude, Kyrie and KD is that team's best player.
No doubt.
Players.
No doubt.
And now you've created some type of animosity between the dudes.
Rift between them.
You know, management is tired of them. Ownership is tired of those two.
Right.
First of all, what do they do?
The 2 best players
what do they do?
Those 2 are sick of management and ownership because how you handle the Ben Simmons thing.
Yeah.
You trade for him, he doesn't even play.
They don't want to play with him.
Yeah.
You didn't have to trade
that's
James
another
Harden.
Thing. Ben Simmons, jeez.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. So it's a mess there. KD's probably mad at the way they handled Kyrie when he still could have played all these road games.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
So they're mad at management and coaching staff and all of them. It's not about the management being mad at them.
Right.
If the management's mad at them, they're stupid.
They're dumb. Yeah.
Let's get rid of 2 of the best players in the league. For what?
Now, with the road games, how many road games did Kyrie miss?
More than half. Because it was the end of the season by the time he...
So let's just say he missed 50. 50 road games.
Well, there's only 40.
Well,
41 road games.
I was thinking total games. Yeah. So let's just say he missed 25 road games. So
because he only played in 29 games.
Right. So if you let's just play some hypotheticals, just numbers, just numbers on in, right? So in a lot of those games that I watched, they were really, really close ball games, like extremely close games that you looking at, you like, damn, man, if Kyrie was out here, they probably would have won this game. So out of 25 games, let's just say they get half of them. What position are they in, bro?
That goes to my point.
Just half.
That goes to my point where saying management made that decision to say, since you don't want to take the jab, you can't play in away games either. Why would you do that? That's one of your best players on your team.
They had 44 wins last year for the 7th seed. If they would have just won 10 more games with Kyrie playing on the road, which they would have, it's not a guarantee. They would have had the best record in the East. Miami had 53 wins. Brooklyn had 44. 10 more wins on top of that would have given them the East.
I think that the Nets sabotaged that.
Yes. Nets management, bro. 100%. Nets management.
Let's really talk about what's really to talk about.
The elephant.
Because what I've been hearing, because the things I've been hearing
sounds like a wolf.
The things I've been hearing, it's
all KD and Kyrie.
It's all KD and Kyrie. No. I would say on the high end, we looking at management.
You're faulting the two people that have won a championship.
The dudes that
over
got
a team that hasn't been good since they were in the ABA.
Oh, bro, it's terrible.
But I believe that the Nets are trying to sabotage Kyrie's career. I think that they are spreading through NBA execs that he is a cancer for your team, and I strongly believe, now this is my opinion, Dre Bailey
Stephen
alone.
A. Smith has already done that.
Stephen
Dre Bailey alone, my opinion. I believe. let me get some of them. I believe, honestly, that the Nets want to get rid of Kyrie more than they want to get rid of KD. And if they do keep KD, they are still trying to get rid of Kyrie. They don't want Kyrie on the Nets anymore. And there's only one team in the league that is actually actively trying to make a Kyrie move happen, because all of the other teams and execs are saying he's a cancer, he's a mental case, he's not going to be there for you, he has too many off the field issues, his behavior is a problem. There's only one team that is actively trying to make a trade work.
How much do you believe that?
And that's the Lakers.
How much do you believe that?
I don't believe that.
Because I don't believe that.
But that is the narrative.
Because the post that you put on there, everybody except me and probably you had a different opinion. Everybody else thinks this dude is crazy, got a mental issue.
The world is flat.
And I'm like, wow, just because he said the world is flat. Or he didn't want to play when George Floyd got killed.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. And this is my opinion only, and you guys can argue with your mammy about it. I don't believe that there was a man to ever walk on the moon. I don't believe that crap. So you can cancel me all you want to.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody walked on the damn moon. Period.
Interesting.
We gotta take his camera off the screen.
And
Now, the world may not be flat, but didn't nobody walk on no damn moon. Stop it.
And let's take it this far.
Put a moon up there.
Dre has been canceled.
Damn.
And let's take it this far. If the world is flat or round, who cares?
Who cares?
Who makes? Does that make my life better? Yours? Who cares? If that man wants to believe that the earth is flat, let him believe it. He's still making money. He's still one of the best players to play in the NBA.
I think it's
He's an
hilarious.
NBA champion.
Cancel me.
I think it's hilarious.
Counsel me. I don't believe a man walked on the moon, and I really don't believe OJ did it. So you can say whatever you want to say about me. I have my beliefs, and so does Kyrie. Isn't this a free country?
Yes.
Can't we have our own beliefs?
I don't want to say it like
Free is subjective.
There
brother.
are 1,000
Free is subjective.
There
brother.
are 1,000 families in Utah who believe sleeping with your sister is fine. Hey, that's your belief.
Who has proof that somebody walked on the moon? Who has proof? Other than what we saw on TV.
They got still pictures.
They actually have
That's all I'm asking.
some video footage.
They do.
That ain't no
They
real
do.
video
They
footage.
do. But how
Have you ever heard of a green screen?
How real is it? How real is it?
We don't know, man.
I don't believe it.
I don't know.
And you just said it yourself. We don't know.
We know shuttles have been up. We watch shuttles launch from Cape Canaveral, like we watched that. How real are the moonwalks?
Man,
we don't
stop.
Know. We don't know.
Ain't no moonwalkers.
And if the world is round or flat, who cares? I'm going to still get up tomorrow and go to work. I'm going to do what I need to do. And someday I'm going to die.
Yeah. And you'll get a chance to see soon.
It's a great perspective.
Hey, man, we love y'all, man. We love
Just like us
NBA.
all.
Yes, we do, man.
And I think that they are really trying. The NBA is really trying to blackball Kyrie. Hopefully, I see some of you loyal Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk followers at Summer League.
Yes, indeed.
Because I will be there.
Yes, indeed.
Goose will be there. Quan will be there. Bill Logan will be there this year again. We've been there ever
fresh
since.
Summer League shorts on, man.
This time I'm getting me a pair.
Yeah. Hey, I bought the red and gray. Gray was like,
I should have got me a pair.
Word,
And
fam.
I couldn't get no more. It was the last
so
day.
comfortable, bro. So comfortable.
What were you thinking?
Hey,
We have a what were you thinking? We do have a real
Mr.
live.
Bridges.
Yes.
What were you thinking, sir? You just messed up all the money
all your bag.
for putting your hands where they wasn't supposed to be.
And we talk about putting your hands on women
Come on,
all the
man.
time, bro.
Come
Stop.
on, dog.
And she couldn't wait to
Oh,
put
she
the
couldn't wait.
pictures on the
She couldn't wait.
on the web.
She had
he
it ready.
did this over here.
She
and
had it
this right
ready.
here.
Yeah.
This
And
over
he did
here.
this like
See
that.
my leg?
He did
See my
this.
leg? Come on, man.
As she should have.
And she should have. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. Weirdo.
We all have daughters up here.
Come on, man.
So
Keep your hands off
nobody's
the
gonna
woman.
feel sorry for you losing
Not feeling
a
sorry
$100 million
for it, bro.
deal.
No.
And
You
I
don't
said,
deserve it.
I said he shouldn't have been maxed out before he put his hands on the woman. Now this just confirms it.
How to get out of the league? It's just sad, bro.
He'll be playing in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico here next year, bro.
Well, as long as they got some of that good tequila,
He'll be playing
I may
on
go see him
Catalina
play.
Island. They got a league on Catalina.
Keep your hand up. And you did it in front of the kids too, bro. That's
Man,
the worst.
Stop being weird.
He's gonna
bro.
end.
You're a
weirdos.
man.
He's gonna end up like Kermit Washington
Yeah.
after he threw that punch. After he threw that punch
At Rudy T.
At Rudy T.
Yeah, bro.
He never got back in the league.
Ouchie.
We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show every Tuesday, 6 p.m., every Saturday at 2 p.m., man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Man, who's Thomas?
Bill Blockham, Logan, man. And guess what? If you scared,
You better go to church.
And keep your hands to yourself,
Please.
everybody.